Welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be showing you, we're going to be moving on with the next chapter in our HTML5 crash course, which is the text. So in this video we're going to be looking at bold, how to make a text bold, how to utilize the text, superscripts and subscripts, white text, line breaks, horizontal rows, strong, quotations, abbreviations, citations, definitions, address, insert and delete, strike through, and we'll be making a really fun project today together. So this is the project we're going to be making together. We're going to be making this letter using HTML and CSS. I will be introducing CSS to us today. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I advise you watch the previous video now because you will need it for this part. So without further ado, let's get started. Now let's dive into line breaks. So let's create a new paragraph tag, P, enter. So let me type something here. This so how do you make a line break? So just type PR and enter. So what's the use of this? So imagine if you have a paragraph with a lot of text, you can't just, and you want it to look presentable. Instead of having multiple paragraphs, you can just break the lines. So let's check this out in our browser. Now, as you can see, the line was broken here from this line to the next line. So it can be used multiple times also. Save and refresh. You see the distance. Now let me show you how you use this when you have a lot of text. Let's generate a random text. Just type in lorem excuse me. Let's have a break here. Another break here. So save this, check your browser. You can see instead of having it all the way to the end here, it's broken down for you easily. So let's move on. We're almost done with this. So now let's dive into horizontal rows. Let's create a paragraph, have a text in it. This is another paragraph. So how do you create a horizontal line? Just simply type HR, close the tag. So save this and open with live server. As you can see, there is this horizontal line in between the first and second paragraph. This will be useful when you're making a web page or like a blog. You have your title here and you have your text below. So now, without wasting much of your time, let's dive into our project for today. Our project for today will be a simple letter using HTML and a bit of CSS. Now this will be our project for today, making a simple letter. It's a formal letter, so you have the two addresses, first address, second address. You have the title, here, you have the dear governor, and you have your letter here. So, and you have your signature. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it now. So let's get rid of this. Create a simple paragraph tag, and I'm not going to be typing all of this from scratch, so I already have it on my notepad. I'll just be getting the text here, copy and paste. So the first address, so let's give this paragraph tag an ID. Let's call the ID 1 or first paragraph. Now thank God we did the break line, so let's break this line here. Get the next text, paste, break the line again, get the next text, copy this 22nd, get this also, copy and paste. So let's see how this looks on our browser. Remember to save and preview. Let's see. Here you can see you've gotten the first paragraph, the first address. So so we've dealt with superscript and subscript. So we're going to use this superscript here. Get this ND for the 22nd, have it in our superscript tag, save, and this should be yes. So next thing is to create another paragraph tag, give it an ID. We'll call this second paragraph. So this is going to be for the second address. So let's copy the second address. Copy, paste, now let's make this text bold. His Excellency, there has to be some respect. So bold, that's how to make a text bold. You have the bold tag, get this inside the bold tag. Next thing, so copy the name, obviously have our break tag here. Paste. Okay, not refreshed, not saved, so you can see how it's going. Next, we get this, the executive governor. Have another break tag here. Paste. copy this again, copy, break tag here and paste. Save this and check your browser. You should have it complete. I think we should remove the bold for this. You should just make it the excellency and the name of the governor. So let's get the bold tag, Ctrl X to cut, and we'll paste it here, Ctrl V. Save and check your browser. Yes. So now it's time to get to the next part. Create another text, a paragraph tag. Let's give this an ID of third paragraph. And this is going to say dear governor. So next thing is to get our letter. So let's create a header. So let's give this a H1. This is a letter of complaint. And we have several paragraphs for the text. So let's copy the text from here. The first text, copy, paste it here. Second, copy from the notepad again. I'm just going to copy all this text and paste it here. Now save this and check your browser. Yes, you should have it like this. So let's get into it. Now let's go to the last part, which is which is like the fourth paragraph. Yes, fourth paragraph with an ID. So let's have yours sincerely. Break. Let's create a span. A span is basically a div that holds a content you want to style separately. A span can be in another tag. A span tag can be in another tag. A span tag is just holding the particular text or div or tag or anything. A span is a holder. It's basically a holder that you can style separately. So what I'm saying is, if you style this whole paragraph and you have this span, you can style this span so that the styling is going to be different from this paragraph. So if you had this to be in if you had the font to be in 40, you can style this your span to be in 10. The font size should be in 10. So we're going to style something here, so let's just have the text, which is the signature. Save, and the last part is the name. Save and check your browser. Yes. So okay, let's have a break around here. Yes, so let's get into styling now. So we're going to dive into CSS. So what is CSS? Basically, CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. So there are two types of styling. You have two methods of styling. You have the inline styling and the external styling. So we are going to start with inline styling because this is the beginner's course. So let's create a style tag. Yes, so now we're going to select the individual div. So let's select this first div, this first paragraph with an ID of first paragraph. So if you want to select this ID in your CSS, when you want to select IDs, you simply have to use hash. So that's how you use it. Paste the name you gave the ID. So let's style this. Let's give it a text align. Text align. Let's move it to the right because it's the address, so you definitely want it by the right hand side. So text decoration, we don't want any text decoration, none. So save and check your browser. You can see it has moved to the right, but you notice something different. This, when you have a letter, it's supposed to be aligned. So let's have an easy fix for that. Simply, that can be changed on your HTML file. So let's add some spacing. In order for you to add spacing, like when you use your tab, there's an easy fix using HTML. So all you just need to do is type and NB SP semicolon. Let's have this how many times? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Let's have this 9 times. So let's check our browser, see how it is. As you can see, it's almost aligned. So let's get rid of one. Save and let's check it out. Yes, as you can see, it's aligned now. Let's do the same for the 22nd. Let's go to the end. It's basically pushing it forward. So let's just have 3. As you can see, it's almost aligned. Let's get rid of one. Ctrl Z, save, and yes, as you can see, it's aligned now. So let's select the second paragraph and style the second paragraph. Again, hash, then the name of the ID, then create this curly bracket, then you can add your style in the curly bracket. So what do we want to add for this style? We want to make it left aligned, text align left. So this is aligning your text to the left. Also text decoration, we don't want any text decoration for now. Save, refresh. As you can see, our address is now looking sharp. So the next thing we want to select is the letter of complaint, which is the H1. Since we didn't give it any div, we can simply call it H1, and let's give this a tag. Now in the letter, as we saw earlier, it was underlined, so let's give this a text align first to make it center aligned, center, and text decoration should be underlined. Save, check your browser. Yes, we're gradually getting there. So now let's select this. So now we're going to style this Dear Governor. So we gave it an ID of third paragraph. Copy this, hash, paste the name of the ID, and create the curly brackets. Now, so let's give this let's make it bold. Font weight should be bold. Oh no, let's not make it bold yet. We want to select that D. So let's select everything in the third paragraph and make it text. Let's give the text indent and make it 50 pixels. So as you can see, it moved it a bit. It's moved it from the left, moving towards the right. So the 50 pixels definitely pushed it from the left to the right. So now we want to select this D. So how do we do that? We can simply create a span tag and move this D here. Yes, move it into the span tag. Save. Now let's copy this tag, paste it. So now we're selecting the third paragraph, the ID with an ID, this paragraph with an ID of third paragraph, and we want to select the span. So how do we do that? We simply type in span. So now we can style this, give it a font width, bold, and font size 30 pixels. So save this and check your browser. So now as you can see, we've styled this. We're almost done with it. Now what we have to do is this and this. So now for the fourth, let's check the fourth paragraph. So let's select this. We're going to style it now. Copy. Now let's just create our fourth paragraph style. Now all you have to do is text align. Let's align it to the right. Save, check your browser. You've aligned it to the right. Now definitely you can notice that this isn't aligned properly, so let's fix that easily. And also we want to make this our signature. So how do we do that? How do we make it a signature? As we selected this span earlier, we can also select this. So let's create another style. So paste, and let's call this span. Now how do we make it a signature? Well, it's just the font family. We have to select a different font family. So the font family that was used there was Embassy. This can be found in your Microsoft Word. So save. You can see now it's time to push this signature forward a bit, just like we did here. So all we have to do is simply type and nm and nbsm here, this. So let's push this forward a bit. Copy this, paste here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's see if that will be enough. No, we still need to push it a bit. Yes, as you can see, it's aligned properly now. Just this Michael Jackson, the name. So let's see what we can do about that. We can't do anything about that. It doesn't need to be aligned properly. But with this, we've recreated the project we wanted to do. So this is really easy and fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it has increased your knowledge on HTML. Next up is going to be CSS. We're going to be diving straight into CSS, all about CSS now. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos, and goodbye for now.